Thanks again for joining us here on Blue Jay TV. I'm Jason Doro. The producer and director is Glenn Liljeberg. A big thank you to him for sticking with us for a long day of basketball here at R.A. Fagenal Hall. Game number one of this doubleheader was won by Carthage, the women's team securing a 77-72 victory over the Blue Jays. Michaela Eppert had 22 points and 8 rebounds in the contest. She's one board away from 1,000 in her career. And of course, still plenty of basketball left to be played this season, at least several games left for the Blue Jays, so she's bound to break that barrier and continue to move up the Elmhurst College record books. She's third all-time in scoring here at Elmhurst and second in rebounds. We resume play. Carthage on a 6-0 run, but still down by 8. Blue Jays have led by as much as 14. Ireland spins and draws the foul. The foul's on Leeser. It's the first foul against Leeser in the half. And it's the 7th team foul. And as noted earlier, Elmhurst will shoot free throws for the rest of the half. Ireland's first shot up and good. He's a junior out of Berwyn. Went to Fenwick High School. And he knocks down almost 80% at the stripe. A great mark for a guy of his size. Ireland sat out last season due to CCIW transfer rules. He played 2 prior seasons at North Central College, not far away in Naperville. Free throw number 2, good as well. And the Blue Jays have a double-digit lead again. Leeser on the far side. 73% of his shots this season have been three-pointers. Baltimore pulls and connects a 20-footer. Foot was on the line, so it's just a 2. Rohde, some nifty dribbling. Gardner measures a long 3, a little bit strong, out to Rohde. He tries the tray and connects. Rohde's got 5. He's perfect from the floor. Blue Jays lead by 11. Carthage really needs to get Jordan Thomas going. They have some great scorers on this roster as there's a whistle and a foul against Elmhurst. It's on Ireland, who picks up his second. 5 fouls against the Blue Jays. Maracas to the scorer's table and replaces Ireland. But there are definitely some great scorers on this Carthage team. Thomas averages almost 20 points per game. We know he has tons of skill because he transferred from NIU. Baltimore averages 17 per contest. Cruz scores it at a great rate. Even Perry can be good on the block. He has 10 points per game. Thomas fires over to Baltimore, but first there's a whistle. And again, it's a secondary defender stepping in to draw the charge. Take another look. Thomas runs over Peyton Sampson. It's the first foul against Thomas. Since it's an offensive foul, Elmhurst will not shoot free throws here. But it is 8 against Carthage now in the half. And if you can see the look on Bosco Jarakovic's face, he's definitely not pleased with the play of his Redmen in half number 1. Now a whistle and a moving screen against Elmhurst. A surprising number of offensive fouls here in period number 1. It's Sampson setting the illegal screen. He picks up his first. 6 team fouls against the Blue Jays. No individual has more than 6 points in this game. Another low-scoring affair. Perry on the block, goes right to the right-handed hook and swishes it. Perry's first bucket of the afternoon. He's 1 of 3 from the floor. Rohde picks it up, floats it out. Maracas, far side triple from Dotlich, good. Dotlich has a pair of triples. Elmhurst goes back up by a dozen. The Blue Jays badly needing a victory, trying to snap a 5-game losing streak as Leeser shoots and makes the 3 from the corner. As we said, Leeser shoots 73% of his field goals from behind the three-point line as Jake Rohde takes it in and flips it off the glass. He finds the bottom of the net to respond after Leeser's triple. There's a whistle and a foul against Elmhurst here, which will send Carthage to the stripe. See if we can sort out where this foul was. It's Peyton Sampson who will be issued the foul, and maybe he wrapped Baltimore just a little bit on the far side. That's what drew the whistle. And Baltimore, who has 5 quiet points so far in this game, goes to the free throw line. Baltimore missed the first 13 games this season due to a thumb injury. Averaged almost a dozen points per game last year. This year, he's scoring almost 17 points per game. And he hits the first free throw of the 1-and-1. Baltimore almost a 90% shooter at the free throw line. One of the first guys that Bosko Jurakovic would want at the line here. Free throw number 2 up, spins around and it goes. Mason guards Rohde as he brings it up. Tyler Turner getting his first minutes of the afternoon here for Elmhurst as Rohde takes a deep three. This one rolls around and it hit the shot clock, so it's out of bounds. The ball goes right back to Carthage. 8 turnovers for the Redmen in this one, 6 for the Blue Jays. These teams shooting better than they did in their first contest this season, in which neither of them broke 40% from the field. Today, Elmhurst just a bit above 44%. 4 of 11 from deep. Mason off a Perry screen. Ball fakes, then kicks it far side. Thomas floats it up, drew the foul but could not finish. Here's the replay. Definitely a mismatch with Justin Fox trying to guard Thomas. Thomas, a junior from Northfield, played at New Trier High School. Started his college career at Northern Illinois. Hits free throw number 1. Like Baltimore, he shoots almost 90% at the free throw line. Baltimore is headed to the bench, replaced by Brad Cruz. Thomas, just a week ago, set a CCIW record with 11 three-pointers, 11 made three-pointers in a single game against Milliken. He had 40 points in the contest. Elmhurst keeping him much quieter so far today. 7 points for the junior. Tyler Turner up top. Looking to pass, shovels it off for Rohde. Dotlich, who has a pair of trays, with Elmhurst up by 7. Now Maracas spins baseline, wraps around his defender, and they call an offensive foul. Taking another look, it's the wrap that draws the whistle here. It's the right arm of Maracas hitting Perry's back with an elbow. That's what brought the whistle. 9 fouls against Elmhurst in the half. Again, an offensive foul there, so no free throws for Carthage. And the Redmen will clear it out for Thomas because they know he can beat anyone off the dribble. Dotlich guarding him 35 feet from the basket. Cruz, a couple jabs, and he dribbles it off his own leg out of bounds. The Blue Jays happy to let Justin Fox handle Brad Cruz there. And that's a lot of confidence in the freshman, guarding a guy who has twice been an all-CCIW honoree, was first team last year. Dotlich rifles it right side. Now Maracas, a head fake. Again, he gets Perry in the air, but he misses the layup. This one tapped around and brought down by Maracas. Dotlich a tray. Yes! Dotlich with his third 3 of the ball game. He has 9 points. Now the game's leading scorer. We tick towards halftime here at R.A. Faganell Hall. The Blue Jays trying to protect home court and move above 500 on the year. Perry, that's a tough shot from the middle of the paint. The big guy has just 2 points today. Gardner left open for three, and he stuck it between the rim and the backboard. The arrow points Elmhurst way. And we're gonna poke that thing down with the floor wiper. The fans love it. The officials doing a secondary check of which way the arrow points. And they confirm it goes to Elmhurst. A fresh shot clock for the Blue Jays. Dotlich, he has another chance, open from three, and he's got it. A dozen for the sophomore. A 13-point edge for the Blue Jays. The Redmen badly needing a bucket, and Maracas bats away the entry pass. And the fans here on the far side are feeding off the Blue Jays' life. Both teams in the bonus with less than 90 seconds before the half. Jordan Thomas with 7 points, 2 of 4 from the floor, dribbles left, bumps into his defender, and Maracas swats it away. Dotlich, dribble drive inside, right-handed shot, lays it off the glass and in. Dotlich has spearheaded the Elmhurst offense here in half number one. 14 points. The Blue Jays have their biggest lead of the afternoon. Thomas a three, and he answers. Thomas is now in double figures with 10. Gardner picks it up, and the Blue Jays call timeout. John Baines wants a quick break. Going to use that TO before halftime. 40-28, Elmhurst leads by a dozen with 35 seconds until the break.